How many more weeks have we got this year?
Not very many. We've literally got 13 shows, haven't we? No, I'm thinking literally 13 shows until 300.
22 more shows this year. We're running out of Arnie's. I've only got 11 Arnie's left.
Oh, no.
Oh,
what a
God,
travesty.
I know where you're going with this, Mr. Vassafal. I know what you're going for.
I know, but we said we're going to do Arnie for a year. I need to find more. I need to restock the Arnie
He's
vault.
going, Christmas show.
Start getting into other characters. I know we can get one from Herbert, which was the time of my life.
Oh, tragedy.
Had the time of my life. On tonight's show, you thought GoFest 2026 was over? Think again. Scoptic returns. Ian and Mark's romantic hoppet-picking date review. And August brings us a shiny bat.
Oi, you dirty dogs, drop your incense.
Welcome back to the Incensed Podcast with your three hosts of Ian Waterfall, Masterful27, and myself, Pogo Milo UK, at the moment. Boys, how are you doing after your lovely dose of fresh air this weekend?
Melting.
Melting.
Yeah, still.
Not Meltan. Melting.
That's what it does when it faints.
We might be foreshadowing there a little bit, but anyway.
Go cast me, and come on now.
I know, that was very good.
Very unlike you, Vasa.
Yes. It's nice, actually, to be here in the studio with you two for what is your last show.
Supposedly.
For a week or two.
Never see me again, or hear from me again. That's what.
Well, it depends. He might be caught in the middle, Ian, and then he'll be Pogo Milo Pluck. He's a plucky fella, is that Milo?
What are we plucking?
Very good.
PLUK, yeah, pluck. Pogo Milo pluck.
Yes, stuck between two locations.
Another week is here. It's getting it just brings back like the harsh reality that this has been a quick one, 2026, and
it needs to be a quick one because I am melting today in the studio, and it's not even as hot as it's going to get in the next couple of days.
Give it a few weeks, Vasa, you'll stop complaining.
I know. Bring on winter.
It's bloody freezing out there.
Winter's coming. Can it just get here now?
Winter's coming. Winter's coming. No, we are actually entering August as this show drops, which is kind of wild.
It is August, yes, yeah.
Magical month. Milo, how are you? Are you okay?
I'm doing all right, yes, like you guys, melting, sweating profusely while dismantling my entire physical existence here, except for obviously this backdrop. Like, this will be the last time you see these shelves.
Now, I'm going to give you very strict instructions. Ensure you take a photograph because I expect it to be identical when you get back to Poland. Yes.
Well, good job my seat covers at least the middle of the bottom shelf there, so I'm safe on that front. But yes, I will take a photograph of the setup. That's for sure.
I mean, hopefully you get a little bit more space because the listeners will never know this, but you're kind of really in the corner up against the wall, aren't you, with that setup?
It sounds worse than it is.
Space, yeah.
It's snug.
Snug, yes. Let's go with snug.
But to be fair, there are like apartments in London, like all of the areas are the size of Milo's working studio.
Yeah,
that's true.
In New York, there's an apartment where you can literally put your arms out and touch each wall. So
in the space that there's my setup, there would be the kitchen, the cooker, and the toilet all like stacked on top of each other. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a giant game of Tetris to actually exist.
A kitchen shower.
Yeah.
Have a shower in the kitchen sink. Yes,
and the gaming chair doubles as a toilet.
Oh, delightful. If you have it set up
Insert
right,
your
viewers would never need know. But let's get off the pot, shall we, and continue with the show. Because, of course, you should have dropped your incense by now.
Pop your incenses, champions. Let's go.
Because, of course, you should get something hopefully snazzy from that item while listening to this episode, 286. And if you do get something, there's a ton of different ways you can contact us. You might be familiar, but if you're not, there is contact@incensedpodcast.com. Email, definitely worth a vote there. @incensedpodcast across X, Instagram, Blue Sky, and Threads. Actually, no, Blue Sky has its own wacky thing, but you can find it on our link tree and makes your life simpler, so that's for sure. There's a direct message service for podcast platforms, and there is a number which Mark and I have utilized.
It's AI Snoop, and you can send Incense Podcast a WhatsApp voice message on +44 759 269 5696.
Hopefully that was crystal clear.
Good old Snoop.
Fingers crossed, the Snoop bro. Anyway, you must of course attach our favourite hashtag on the internet, hashtag Shinies of the Week.
Clarify the spelling, please.
And that should be hashtag SHINIESOFTHEWEEK.
Clarify
But do
the
tag us
spelling
because it
for
makes
me.
our life easier. That would be at Incensed Podcast. Not going to spell it out. You found the podcast, you're listening to it. Just look at the thumbnail and the logo. That should be self-explanatory.
And we need to clarify the spelling right now.
It's
Right
over
now.
to Ian for the NATIONALTRUST chat. Talk to us
Collab.
about your... Well, we've all now visited one of these, so how was it, Vasa?
Yes, we have. So last weekend, actually, a week ago, as you were listening to this, Mark and I decided where is about a National Trust site that's about halfway between each other. And
That's featured.
as we always figure out, roughly the same distance for each of us, so about 2 hours for each of us, is Milton Keynes. Now, there's no National Trust sites in Milton Keynes, but close to Milton Keynes is
What?
Buckinghamshire.
Shock.
More specifically, Stowe Gardens, which absolutely I was not expecting to be anywhere near as good as it was. This site is absolutely huge. It was
Huge.
absolutely spectacular.
Some extra
She's a
large.
big one, isn't she? And she's a
And,
big one.
Yeah, we've now partaken in the National Trust collaboration. So I think let's just have a few minutes because, as you said, we've all now been to one of these locations. And
Mhm.
I apologize to everybody else in any territory around the world that's not the UK because this really will probably bore the hell out of you. But anyone that is in the UK or is vacationing in the UK in the near future, it's something that you really should consider going to because these places, they're definitely worth the money to get in.
Be aware of phone service.
I don't think you'll find a single site that has good cellular service. Pavnoko literally popped in as we were in Stowe Gardens, and he said to Mark and myself,
The Noco
I
Pav.
went to Belton House the other day, which is in G-Town. He said it was really the best signal of all of them. Now, he said it really like convincingly and really assertively, like he got good signal. I spoke to one of my locals that lives closer to this site than I do, and he goes, yeah, if you're on O2, I wouldn't bother. It's really
dear.
bad signal. So if you're on EE, Vodafone, then you might have better signal. I might even just buy a prepaid SIM for the journey and just actually get it done because you got to do the one that's on your doorstep. Mark's going to
Where's our
Lacock, I
sponsorship
believe.
from Saley?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's well, I mean, hey boys, like a couple of weeks, 27. Now there's 24 left between us to attack. So we've made some.
I did think when I watched your vlog, you were like, there's 27 locations, and you didn't make any mention of the fact that it was 27 locations being your favourite number.
I was surprised he didn't say that it was a good number of locations that were partnered.
People know that now. They don't need me to lead them to it. They'll be going.
Letting people jump to their own
27,
conclusions.
That's a great number, isn't it? And I'll be like, it is actually. Now you mention it.
Yeah.
But as Ian said, we'll talk about you as well, Milo, and the two you've done as well, just a little bit more. But yeah, it's a stomping ground for me. Stowe Gardens, like it's one of those places where you could do it all and probably get to the point where you don't give one part of it the attention it deserves because there's a lot to do there. And the beautiful thing with the gardens is there's so much to see and there's so many things to distract you that your journeys will look very different to other people's because it's not just like one big loop. You can go off onto different bits and see different bits. And like I said, it's just a collection of like buildings, artifacts, like structures. Obviously, there's a very iconic Gothic abbey in the middle of it, isn't there, Ian?
The Gothic Temple.
The Gothic Temple, so not Abbey
Nice.
Temple, yeah.
Which was used, as Mark said in his video, and I said in mine, if it ever gets edited, that it was famous for being the funeral chapel of Sir Robert King in The World Is Not Enough back in 1999 in Pierce Brosnan's The World Is Not Enough James Bond movie.
His
Was
turd
that his
movie.
third film, wasn't it, Ian?
His turd
That was
film.
his third film of 4, yes.
There we go. So, thoroughly enjoyable. And I think, like, as we look at this, into the second week of this collaboration, they've obviously had items delivered now to the places, and we engaged quite nicely with one of the girls who works for National Trust. She was there fronting it all up, and it was evident that they knew what they were doing there, wasn't it, Ian? They had a good understanding.
They're positively talking about the game. They're encouraging people to download the game. There's banners up there with QR codes. There's the old pop-up banners that you get
Yeah.
at every Pokemon Go location that blow over with a little bit of wind. But it's good to see some signage at these places, and it's good to see that the National Trust are really embracing this collaboration, because something else Mark and I found out chatting to them, this is the first time in the last 4 years that the National Trust have partnered with anyone other than, I don't even know what company it was, but they were partnered with somebody for the last 4 summers. This is the first time they've partnered with anybody for a new collab, and they seem to be very happy with how it's going.
Yeah, they'd already done something earlier this year with Pokemon and TCG.
That's
So
still running concurrently.
It's still going.
Yeah.
Did you guys see some bits and pieces on?
Yeah, there was signage
your site?
and posters for the TCG
Posters
stuff
dotted
as
around.
well. Yeah.
So that's like an extra perk or add-on, really, which is nice. And I have to say, looking at your guys' experience, that is what was missing from what I did, which would be 2 weeks ago. Because at that point, the first weekend, I don't think things had gone quite to plan. They hadn't got the stuff physically to the locations.
The print runs for all of the stuff and the POS hadn't arrived at the National Trust site. So, unfortunately, with you going on day one, that's always the case with these new things.
But yeah,
then the stuff's never always there. It normally takes a week or so to get established.
Yeah, but I'm sure, like, looking at it when you've got Pokemon Go posters and things dotted around, that gives it just a bit more aura, really, that you're there and like, this is something good. And that was what felt like was missing when I went to Clifton and Ponsden Lacey, I think it was, on two Sundays ago. Both very pretty sites. I'd definitely say Ponsden Lacey was better than Clifton.
Well, this is the thing. All of the National Trust sites that are part of this collaboration, they are all beautiful in their own way. And I know specifically of the ones around me. So Colk Abbey, Hardwick Hall, Clumber Park.
Yeah, you've got quite a few dotted around you in the Midlands.
Beautiful sites. They're just, I've got quite a lot around me. I'm very lucky in that the area I'm at has got a lot of National Trust sites. Belton Hall. They're all just really scenic, amazing places to go to. And whether you're a member of National Trust or not now, honestly, Mark and I were doing the math. I don't necessarily know if it's worth joining the National Trust to visit these sites, unless you plan on going to sort of 10 or more, just because of entry fees. If you're only planning on going to 1 or 2, just pay day entry. If you're planning on going to 10 or more...
How much was your entry to Stowe Gardens?
£15.
So yours was cheaper than both the ones I went to.
But what we would say is, and again, I think there's no harm in sharing this because we're here to share the information for Pokemon Go players.
Yeah, definitely.
You could go to Stowe Gardens, park up for free, and do both raids, sample up some of the environment, and leave and not pay a penny if you want to do it. So that's the
interesting.
Certainly at the Stowe location.
Yeah.
To get into the gardens, it's about a 5-minute walk away from the car parking area where the lots are with the gyms. So you could actually go, do all the Pokemon Go stuff. You couldn't do... Actually, you could even do one of the routes as well.
Without
and
going
not
to
have
the garden,
to pay.
Oh, really? So you do that all before the entry fee?
Yeah.
That's it, because that's what's been floating around on socials, is people going to the different sites saying, I got the research. I think someone went past Nyman's, which is... on the A23 past Gatwick, and they were going on the A road, game open, obviously, on the passenger seat, and they picked up the research. You're tearing past at 50 miles an hour or whatever, it still pops up because you're inside the geofence, and once you got it, you got it. You don't necessarily have to complete it on site. That's good to know.
Well, what we will say, as we bring this little conversation to a close on the National Trust, is we can't tell you the exact details because they haven't been publicly revealed yet. But keep your ears out because there is going to be quite an exciting announcement for this National Trust event.
Is there some good news?
Some good news.
And it might be good news, and it might be out by the time the podcast is released. But we can't say anything specifically right now. But I do know there's a lot of people from abroad that are quite keen to maybe come over to the UK and take part in it. So that's all I'm going to say. So keep your ears out.
Wise words. The other thing I would say is obviously it's unique backgrounds for each of the 27 sites. Your one for Stowe looked really nice.
The Stowe one is really nice. And we actually saw that gazebo that is on the picture. And if you actually go really close up to the gazebo, Mark had this fascination this weekend, and I don't think you'll mind me saying, of filming statues with the bare bottoms on exposed.
I did.
The gazebo actually has a golden statue in it with a bare ass.
Golden buttock.
With the golden buttocks.
That sounds like the follow-up to Gold Member.
with a body on it.
Goodness me. Yeah, you guys, I think, just had an overall better experience compared to what I had. And everything is individual when it comes to sites in terms of network. I've personally looked at being tagged about various different sites dotted around, and some have absolutely no signal whatsoever, like multiple providers out there, and the Wi-Fi isn't in the right place. So,
and we were talking about this. The Wi-Fi is only going to be around the cafes and the sort of main property, but that is someone that anyone visiting these sites really does need to be aware of. That the National Trust is generally in the countryside, and it generally does not have the strongest reception. So,
yes,
there's no point going and then just bitching that you don't have signal, because part of the beauty of the National Trust is that these places are fairly sort of rural, isolated, and
they were all like, big manor estate things that have then been taken over by the National Trust to maintain them as part of history, the Britain's history sort of thing. They were probably private houses and stuff, a long, long time ago. So they are naturally big grounds, big gardens, forests, woodlands, whatever you can go and explore, and they are picturesque, really beautiful. And that's almost where I've seen a lot of people saying, oh, I've got a National Trust membership, cool, I can go and visit a few of them. That's brilliant. But if you're planning on visiting 1, 2, entry fee, as you guys say, is probably the best thing, because you're going to visit it and get it done. Like, in terms of the actual game, there isn't a huge amount to do, but that's if you just look at the bare bones. There's 2 raids of a grass type and then the Trico research, and you just have to open the game to pick it up. Whereas if you want to, go and explore, go and look around. I have to say, when we went, I think we had 2 or 3 phone providers, and the first route that we tried to do took us 200 yards into a dead zone, and then the game wouldn't function, so we had to cancel that one and then try the other one, and they sort of just went to nowhere.
The first route that Mark and I did was very similar in that the route didn't really start where it was meant to, so you kind of went to the gym it was meant to start at, and then it was probably like 100 yards away before you actually managed to pick the route up.
The other thing is that I'll say this, that we have all, since we've been to it, us and a couple of other creators like Joe Beats have been to different sites and have fed back regarding various things. So as time progresses, this collaboration will improve with more stops, more engagement, and perhaps better routes.
Yes, the signal won't improve because they're not collaborating with the cellular networks.
Where's the collab with EE
the
or
routes
whatever?
might do. But I mean, we're talking about the National
booster.
Trust event. A little sideways sort of step from that. Last weekend was the ozone ascent research, which wasn't really an event in itself.
No, genuinely, I had forgotten that sort of summarizes how insignificant that was, really. I'd completely forgotten to include that anywhere.
So Mark and I played it actually at the National Trust, but it was 1 page of research and it wasn't particularly taxing, so how did we play it? I mean, honestly.
How? Open the game, observe the tasks.
It took 10 minutes to do, and that's probably being generous. It probably took less than 10 minutes to complete, to be fair.
Did your Rayquazas come with the Stowe Gardens background?
Attack, catch a couple Pokemon, and that's about it, really, wasn't it?
Yeah, pretty much. I didn't do any content around it, but I did get the ticket gifted to me. Thank you, Danger Mouse, actually, because I actually haven't thanked you personally. So thank you for that. It was very simple. You couldn't not do it. I love that. And I got 2 Rayquazas and some
free energy.
Yeah, some free energy. So neither of them particularly good. Ian got very lucky with his IVs over the whole weekend, to be fair. But well done.
Yeah, I didn't get the shiny, but I luckily did get a 98%. Not that I need it because I've got like 5 100% Rayquaza, but I did get 98% Rayquaza. From the event.
That's the good thing. Bad. I mean, I wouldn't call it an event. Like, calling it an event is a bit preposterous.
It's quite a loose term.
It was a free research, and I think the only concern people had was that on the article it was written that the Mega Energy for Mega Rayquaza was locked into the paid ticket only, whereas now when we saw it, I don't know if it was intentionally changed or not, but the free one came with 400 Mega Energy, which is ample to do Dragon Ascent with your Meteorite and everything. So everyone, even if you're a brand new player, have never done, we had the Mega Rayquaza Raid Day 1, 2, and possibly 3. We had Elite Raids for it and GoFest 23 and more. So
and
we're
I think
seasoned
there was some
veterans.
Confusion, because certainly in my local WhatsApp group, people were saying, oh, what time did the Rayquaza raid start? And they're like, no, it's just a research.
Unfortunately, I think that's people just not reading an article. Like, it was very plain as day, written on the article on paper or on digital paper.
It's a timed research.
It's timed research. There was no mention of the word raid anywhere. So that was that. But If you got the ticket, I got gifted the ticket by Jay in the Land Down Under. Both my Rayquazas were fairly mediocre, but it's energy and stuff. So
I didn't get
yeah,
gifted
cool.
the ticket, but I honestly didn't think it was necessary, to be honest. But
No,
for
I
me,
agree.
it's just another meteorite to sit there in my storage and gather dust.
You've got a lot of them.
It was a couple of weeks ago we looked at
Yeah, we did.
meteorites, wasn't it?
Ian's letting us catch up.
Yeah, but speaking of meteorites, do you remember from about 15, 20 years ago, there was a movie called Armageddon?
Yes.
Yes.
Which was about a meteorite coming to Earth and they had to destroy it.
It was about how Michael Bay thought it was a good idea to train oil rig people to be astronauts.
Well, it's funny we talk about meteorites, and this was a really bad segue. But
Armageddon.
Armageddon, Arnie's going to sing to us about Armageddon.
Armageddon.
Yeah,
Armageddon.
as he takes on Aerosmith, I don't want to miss
I
that.
could stay awake just to hear you breathe out.
It's like he's literally in my eardrum.
While you smile while you are sleeping, while you're far away and dreaming.
And yes, Kerry, it's a good film.
I could spend my life in this sweet surrender.
Oh my
I
god.
could stay lost in this moment.
It's like he stubbed his toe halfway through the line.
I do that when I stub mine.
Every moment spent with you is a moment I treasure.
Get ready for the chorus, everybody.
Get to the chopper.
Nice.
The predator is following you, and you don't want to miss a thing.
That was actually very, very good.
I've been
Usually
waiting for
just
6
throw
months
in.
to find a way of getting that in the show.
Usually these AI things just chuck in as the predator and chopper get to now. That actually had a story element to it. That was quite
I
nice.
like
Yeah.
the story. That was good storytelling.
Of course, that was the song that Aerosmith did for that movie, which was in the movie.
Armageddon.
Armageddon. Brilliant.
Well done, Ian.
There's no way to segue from Armageddon into this week's.
Okay, I think just equally as bad at singing.
It's like we put some really terrible effects on his voice.
We did, because it was even worse before we put effects on it.
If we tried to improve it, I think we just made it
Yeah.
a
It's
different
very
type
notable,
of
is
rubbish.
that, Alex? Very notable indeed, for having poor microphones.
Well,
So, yes, the first bit of news. We've got some August content update to share with you all.
wow.
Wow. And
Wow.
I've actually got quite a nice job. I like this. I'm going to go for the Max Battles, which also coincide with the Max Mondays. So let's see what this little roster looks like. So August the 3rd to August the 9th is going to see Magmar.
Hey.
Magma.
That's brand new. Brand new. We like that.
Yeah.
August the 10th to August the 16th is going to see Beldum again. August the 17th to August the 23rd sees Decarp appear. So that's new, isn't it?
Man.
The Decarp. That's new, isn't it, Decarp?
It is
That's a
new, yeah.
one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Another new one, August the 24th to August the 30th, we've got De Hitmontop. And making a return for about the umpteenth time, August the 31st to September the 6th, we've got DV.
It's our favourite.
TV.
Yeah, DV. And like I said, the first date on all of those is the Monday. So
There
they'll
you
be
go.
featured for the Max Mondays.
Something that might be a bit more spicy is the 5-star raids that are coming up in August. Now, we've got Curum until August the 4th, but then August the 5th to the 11th, it's going to switch to the Lake Trio. So your regional Lake Trio will be appearing. Uxie in the Asia-Pacific region, Mesprit in the Europe, Middle East, Africa, and India included
Hey,
in
they
that.
mentioned India for
Fantastic.
once. Yeah.
Oh, yes. The EMEAI, if you want to abbreviate that. Or a Zelf featured in the Americas and Greenland. Very specific with that one. So that's until the 11th. Then Groudon makes a swift appearance from the 12th to the 18th of August. However, the spicy new one, we had Solgaleo in July, now Lunala as a shiny from August the 19th to the 25th. So not a huge chunk of time, to be honest.
No,
Get the
not at
red
all.
bat. And then to tail off what is a spectacular array of raids, the Reggies from Hoenn are back. Fantastic. August the 26th to September the 8th. That is you can measure that geologically. That's a huge chunk of time. Regirock, Regice, and Registeel are there. And typically what these are is the first date on all of these is the raid hour. So there you go.
Nice. Well, August's mega raids are most definitely ones that you can miss. There's nothing here that really is all that spectacular. So let's go through them. July 29th through to August 4th is Mega Aggron.
Wow.
August 5th to the 11th, Mega Blaziken. August 12th to August 18th is Mega Garchomp.
Nice.
That's not too bad, I guess. Mega Swampy, August 19th to the 25th. It gets a little bit better. And then Mega Gyarados. There's enough carps everywhere anyway, isn't there? But Mega Gyarados, 26th of August through to September 8th. September already, that is scary. That is so scary. Now, if you want a little bit of shadow action, well, your shadow legendary for the month of August 2026 is the altered form. So that's the on Landy Legs version of Shadow Giratina. And that is in Shadow Raids from August 5th to September 8th.
Wow, we've got Spotlight Hour Thursdays, 6 till 7. We've got a mixture here. August the 6th sees Delibird with 2 times catch Stardust.
Adam's favourite.
A Stardust boosted Mon as well. So
Nice.
get your star pieces on and you will be very much reaping up.
He'll be
of,
slightly Stardust rich.
You'll be harvesting, I'll tell you that. August the 13th, you've got Wurmple with 2 times XP. Just in fact, in very much the unlikely case, you need some carps ahead of Mega Gary coming out on August the 26th. August the 20th with 2 times XP for catching. It was actually Evolution XP for Wurmple. Catch XP for Magikarp on August the 20th. So there you go. You can prepare. And Mankey is on my birthday. Bless it. 2 times Catch Candy on August the 27th.
Got a birthday spotlight hour.
I mean, of those spotlight hours, I probably will try and do some of the Magikarp one because I still need the XL carps.
Good point. If you need the giant carps, go and do the carp spotlight hour and your decarps.
Oh, and the Decarp as well. Yeah,
It's
true.
about the same time, I guess.
Yeah.
I'll try and do the Delibird, but that's not promising anything. Anyway, to round out August is some information you've already heard over the last 2 or 3 weeks because the events will have already had the GMAX Shiny Rillaboom yesterday if you're listening to this on episode release. The Summer Marathon is starting literally in 2 days' time. That's the 4th to the 10th of August. We've got that Hatch Day with Magby and Smoochum on the 8th of August. We know about Nickit Community Day on August the 16th. That's the Sunday, of course. We'll be diving into the Ultra Unlock for the Water Festival imminently. We've already talked about August the 22nd being super duper ultra mega Starmie, not Skarmory, Starmie raid day. And there will be a Pokemon XP and 2026 Worlds event happening from August the 25th to the 30th. That's the only thing we haven't heard about so far. So let's wait and see what that will be. But let's dive into that Water Festival, one of Ian's personal favourites in terms of an event. And
it is.
Are you content with the content for this one, my man?
You know what? I am actually content with the content of this one.
Fantastic.
So,
let's see what content is coming, because from the 18th of August at 10 a.m. your local time through till the 24th of August at 8 p.m. your local time. So again, almost an entire week. Yeah, that's when it's going to be. What are you going to be getting new, Vasa?
Well, it's a water festival, so it kind of makes sense that we're going to see a new water-type Pokemon. And unfortunately, Whitfield, it's not wishy-washy. I wish it kind of was actually, but it's not. But we will be getting the debut of Arrokuda and its evolution, Barrascuda.
That's an even cooler name.
Yeah. Additionally, Cramorant will make its Pokemon debut in Eggs, the Go Pass, and the Baguette League.
Oh, no.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no.
So we have got event bonuses, and I'm going to talk you through the first piece of it. Rainy Lure modules will attract Arrokuda. There will be an increased chance to encounter Shiny Ducklet and Shiny Jupiter.
Oh, nice.
Jupiter the Stupider.
Yeah, and...
that takes us back to Go
really
Fest.
does.
Go Fest London, that wasn't it?
Yeah.
So the first bonus was from August the 18th at 10 a.m. to August the 20th at 10 a.m. You get 2 times XP for catching Pokemon and 3 times Stardust for catching Pokemon. So catch Pokemon.
If that wasn't obvious, catch the Pokemon around you. Now, from August the 20th at 10 a.m. through to August the 22nd at 10 a.m., you can add a 1 extra multiplier to those because it will be 3 times catch XP and 4 times catch Stardust, which is juicy.
It is, but there's another tier that you can add. August 22nd at 10 a.m. through to August 24th at 8 p.m. your local time. You can round out the event with a 4 times XP for catching Pokemon multiplier and a 5 times Stardust for catching Mons.
Juicier.
With a star piece on that, what would that be? 7.5 times Stardust? Is it half?
Something
on
like
top
that,
of
yeah.
game,
It's like
isn't it?
1.5 extra. Yeah.
But that's extra. That's crazy. Well, go for it. And there's also going to be the opportunity to reach major milestones on the event Go Pass to unlock the following bonuses. Tier 1, which is rank 10, which will allow you to get 2 times candy for catching Pokemon. And Tier 2 at rank 20, which give you half egg hatch distance when eggs are placed in an incubator during the event period. So, keep an eye out for additional bonuses for this Go Pass during the event.
Hopefully that'll be handy for the Cramorant and eggs. So there is unfortunately a Baguette feature, as you heard earlier. Brace yourselves, listeners. Cramorant will appear in both the Baguette League, in both in both
You've got to
Go
get to
Battle
rank
League
16,
reward tracks.
yeah, so it'll be, yeah.
But yeah, rank 16. So you've actually got to do some GBL to get to the point where Cramorant will be featured. It will appear more frequently in the premium track. So
Possible, you're paying for it.
let us know.
That's how they get
listeners. If you GBL,
That's how they get you.
How frequent was this bird featured? So that's that. But we do have, thankfully, some wild encounters. We have Psyduck, Goldeen, that's Coops and Dax's favourite, Marini, Whimpod, and some more. And oh my god, you might even encounter a Feebas or a Clamperl if you're lucky. Nice.
Oops.
There's more.
Additionally, though,
yes.
our favourite friend Wiglet will
Who we're
be
not allowed to
appearing
speak about
more
anymore because we
frequently.
got told
Well,
off,
he's
yeah.
still a Pokemon. He'll be appearing more frequently in his natural habitat. So, you have to you still have to go to the same biome, i.e., the beach or the side of a muddy river might work.
Or a golf club.
Yes.
Actually, did you notice anything on this article that we're reading?
Yeah, Wiglet doesn't have a little star next to it anymore.
Well, that is terrible news. Go and get your golden Wiglet, because trust us, the shiny is out there, as is the truth.
Yes, I mean, Scopel Explores proofreaders definitely aren't, because if you notice that world encounter says may encounter, it doesn't say you may encounter.
If you're lucky, you
Oh,
may
yeah, true.
encounter.
It doesn't say that. It just says
So
wild
only
encounters.
James May will be able
May
to
encounter.
encounter these Pokemon.
Where's that? Where's that, E?
The top of the wild encounter paragraph,
Oh,
it
may
says may encounter.
Yeah.
Well, there we
Come
go.
on, Scopel, you've got the money. Get someone to proofread your articles.
How's their proofreading on the 3-star raids, Vasa?
Let's see. On the 3-star raids,
That's a good start.
you'll be able to encounter these mons. Lapras wearing a scarf. I mean, that actually is okay because we know that Whitfield gets excited over costume mons. Hisuian Samurott and Dondozo. I seem to remember that's been in raids a few times now. So nothing absolutely amazing in my opinion. But maybe the 1-stars will eclipse them.
Yeah. It sounds like the name of a bad group of nicknames from school, doesn't it, really? You have the 1-star raids. You've got Curly, Droopy and Stretchy.
Sounds like the Stooges.
Or some really terrible old East End gangster.
Oh, my goodness. But they are the forms
You got
of
to Curly, Droopy
Tatsugiri.
and Stretchy in it.
Yeah, Stretchy in it. 3 different versions, 3 different areas. Curly comes from Europe, Middle East and Africa. Droopy from the Americas. And Stretchy from the Asia Pacific.
I seem to think I still need one or
I think you
at
still need
least one
Stretchy.
of the Tatsugiras. I'm sure I still need one of the versions. I think it's the APAC one.
But
Stretchy.
the thing that's more important is if you missed out when it came out in the wild and in the, I think it was research tasks as well, Psyduck is back with a swim ring. There we go. And it can be shiny.
But
Dwayne,
only
that's
in
for
1-star
you.
raids.
Only into 1-star raids.
That is
But it's
cheeky.
there. It
Unless
is
they
cheeky.
forgot to add it into the wild encounter list. I mean, maybe because they mistyped that anyway, so we'll have to find out.
We'll have to find out.
Don't you worry, because there is a possibility that sign up with the swim ring might be part of the field research task encounters. Unfortunately, unlike a previous event article we read out a week ago, there is no mention of any Pokemon specifically on it. It's basically, you will get items and encounters related to this event. So we'll find out about that at the time. However, there is some good old Go Pass action, as we mentioned earlier. You'll be able to access it during the course of the event. And of course, there'll be a premium track, which will be 499 US cents, or the equivalent in your local currency. And if you want to add an extra 6 ranks to speed up your access to half egg distance, that will be 699 US cents, or the equivalent in your local currency.
Don't do it.
Yeah, get your rewards before they're gone. They will expire on Wednesday, the 26th of August at 8 p.m. your local time.
Yeah, completing your Go Pass will give you the following Pokemon encounters and rewards. Buckle up, this is going to be a rough ride. So completing the Go Pass, you'll get encounters with event-themed Pokemon. Again, they don't elaborate. A Rainy Lure module, Rare Candy, Golden Raz,
wow,
and even more goodies. And if you upgrade to the premium track, an event-themed avatar item, which, looking at the poster, it looks like a Stormy handbag. Backpack, handbag, whatever.
Handbag.
Yeah. Additional encounters with even more event-themed Pokemon, exclamation mark, Silver Pineapps, Rare Candy XL, an Incubator, and even more goodies.
Goodie-o.
Wow.
Goodie-o. We like the return of the Water Festival. It's a shame there's no new shiny, but we've got 2 new debuts.
Debuts are good. We can work with debuts.
Even a debut in Eggs and Gabil.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, it could be okay. I mean, it's not. I don't think it's on surface level. I don't think it looks like the strongest water festival, but the 2 new Mon debuts is quite nice, actually, considering they're running out of Pokemon at this point. Just saying. Yeah.
A fish and a bird that eats fish.
Yeah.
It's a circle of life. There we go.
Bird eat fish. Where does it go then?
Who knows? But where we are going is we're going to go play a bit of a game, boys, because I think it's only fair.
Because you won.
Game. I did. I won a game.
He did a thing.
And what are we doing, Sir Game Lord Mighty?
Oh, mate, just play your decks right.
We're playing shiny, happy. Play your decks right.
Yeah. Oh, wait.
Wait. Ooh. So, remind me, this is higher or lower play your decks right, isn't it, Milo? I always get
yes, let's go with the OG version, shall we?
We are, of course, going to play your decks right. It is the game involving Pokemon, and what I will do is I will name one Pokemon from a generation, and the next Pokemon, I just want to know, is it higher or lower in the Pokedex? So if I said Bulbasaur, and then I said to Ian, is Mewtwo higher or lower than Bulbasaur? Ian, you would say
lower.
And I would say no. But that is the gist of the game. So let's jump straight into the goodness, which is called Play Your Decks Right. And I might as well start with you, Ian.
You may as well. Yeah, let's do this.
As well. So, Ian, we're going to go Hoenn.
Always.
I think we'll do a bit of Hoenn tour, yeah. And I want to know, Ian, is Slack Off higher or lower than Shroomish?
Higher.
Ian, it is higher. Well done. That's 1 point. So, Milo, I'm going to start with Trico. I want to know, is Torchic higher or lower than Trico? I'll have to rush you, Milo, for an answer. Well, that's a bit weird one. So, on to round 2. Ian, I'm going to start with... A bit surprised there with Milo. Actually, he's normally a little bit more vocal with these things.
He doesn't normally just stay quiet, does he? No.
No, that's a weird one. Well, Ian, your Pokemon is Seedot. Mm-hmm. And I would like to know, is Lotad higher or lower than Seedot?
It's lower.
Ian, I'm pleased you're playing the game. You are correct. It is lower. That is another point to you, my man.
Come on, Whitfield, you've got to catch up.
Whitfield has got to catch up. So, come on, Milo. We need better from you. So, we're going to start your Pokemon as Tailo Swift. I would like to know, is Routes higher or lower than Tailo? I know it's your last show, Milo, before you leave us. Can you give me an answer, please? No answer again, Ian.
Wow.
So that's not right. So that's another wrong thing. And so, Ian,
Does that mean I've won?
Ian, congratulations, you've won 2-0. Ian is the winner on Play Your Dex Right.
Yay!
Yay! Well, Milo, why were you so quiet in that game? That was so random. You're normally...
I temporarily lost my voice. I do apologise, listeners.
I even gave you Trico and you didn't respond. I was so...
I thought you'd know that one.
What's higher or lower than Trico?
Well, you didn't know then, but anyway, it's done. So anyway, guys, I've got some good news.
What? I'm the Game Lord next week for my own show.
you are the
Good luck,
next week for your
Vassar.
own show. But we've got a Go Fest finale coming in September.
What?
Well, anyway, we'll probably talk about that a little bit later. But Milo, we know you were busy at the weekend. He says busy.
I've got some good news.
What?
Well, we're used to it by now, but there's going to be another Go Pass in August, and this one will give you a lucky trinket and Latias.
Great.
This is Latios.
Which one's better? I don't know.
6, 7.
6, 7.
7. Who knows? Thank you guys for doing the game without me. That was spectacular. But yes, there's much better news coming. So it's funny that Marky mentions a Go Fest mega finale, because we had like a Go Fest day 3 sort of thing this past weekend. So I don't know, like let's have a fairly quick chat about this, because what was actually implemented, we've had Go Fest makeup events in the past, haven't we? Like 2020.
Yeah, many times over the last
almost every year.
Number of years, yeah.
If you remember anybody who was affected in Paris Go Fest when they closed the park, I think on the Friday afternoon early, they gave everyone a week later a whole extra day of gameplay of Go Fest Paris and wherever you were, which was kind of cool.
Yep.
So this one was literally the raids only from the Sunday. So Mega Mewtwo Y was back along with the 3 different biomes.
That was it. Yeah,
Now, you guys were at Stowe for obviously your very picturesque experience. Did you guys get much raid action? Because there's got to be gyms out there, but
we
not a
didn't
whole
even get much
amount.
signal action, let alone raid action.
No, we did a Mega Mewtwo Y, didn't we?
We tried to do 3 Mega Mewtwo's, and we only actually managed to complete one of them.
Yeah,
right.
We did. What did we do at the entrance? We did a Pheromosa, didn't we?
Did a Pheromosa. We did
Mega Mewtwo Y.
The Mega Mewtwo at the first temple, but the signal wouldn't work at all. And Mark tried on Vodafone, I tried on O2. And we could load the lobby up, but we couldn't get it. And then we were struggling to even get numbers through invites as well.
We turned our back on Guzzlord, though, didn't we? And we didn't lower ourselves to that.
I wanted to do Guzzlord, but Mark was like, "Nope,
dare you?
Not doing Guzzlord."
You didn't know you could have soloed that,
Vassar.
Vassar.
His exact words.
You could have taken that upon yourself.
I could have. Well, I could. I really could.
We didn't.
But we had to go and record some content.
Yeah.
Can't multitask.
So Milo,
at the same
why
time.
do I have a feeling, Milo, that in your busy schedule you might have done a bit of raiding on Sunday?
You are right. I did some raiding, but I don't know about you guys. Some different opinions and stuff. I was Mewtwo'd out after the Global Go Fest.
Yes. Yeah.
So me, Francesco, and a handful, I mean like literally a small group of us were like, let's go and do the raids that aren't Mewtwo, which in our area is a problem because almost every gym is a super mega raid eligible gym. So you'd look at the rotation and go, oh, it's Mewtwo, 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 Mewtwo everywhere. So I literally got to the point where like, right, there's a Regieleki over there. Let's go and do that instead.
Yeah, I mean,
so in a way, it was quite a chilled weekend because we were kind of just walking around less gym. Well, we're walking around the same distance, but you're just doing less raids in person, really.
I mean, I do have a bit of a confession in that I did do a few remote raids, but I didn't get anywhere close to utilising the 12 free passes. Anywhere close.
No.
Well, that's the problem, is you wouldn't have because of just where you were, what gyms were accessible, and then...
Well, I did burn about a dozen remote passes, but obviously that's my...
It sounds like the National Trust have a few super mega eligible gyms at their disposal.
There was at least 4 or 5 gyms that were holding Mewtwo's, yeah.
Super mega Hoppip, that'd be brilliant.
Super mega Hoppip, didn't we, Ian?
Yes.
It has propeller blades at the top and the bottom.
Oh, that'd be vicious.
Like a
buzzsaw.
Chinook. A buzzsaw. Go for a Hoppip back to back, it's like a Chinook. Brilliant.
So Milo, did you get anything good? Because friends of the show. I watched JT Valor having a go at it, and like to be honest with you, I love JT to bits. I do sometimes find it a little bit. What's the word I'd use? Being diplomatic. It must be very tiring, just constantly just raid, and it was like that. And I saw that he got nothing amazing, but he got some good stuff, but not loads of good stuff. How did you find it in comparison? Because there's a right mixture of stuff to go for.
It was a right mixture of things. I don't know. I was looking at whatever was spawning, really. I forgot I could look at the actual article and go, what is around? There were quite a few raid bosses that were featured, and much like the Global Go Fest, I never saw them ever appear on any of the gyms here just because there just wasn't space. So we were kind of going, let's go and get some Regieleki because it's a good electric type, and then there were some other Regis around. I did pick up a Hundo Regieleki, but no background on it or whatever. It's like, hey, it's a Hundo, I don't care. It's cool. I got not a Regirock. That's the D-Max one, unfortunately. That was just a regular shiny Regirock. So in person delivered some stuff, but I will say, a bit like Ian, probably Ian times maybe 50. I did a lot of remotes because I was like, I want to go and get some of the Pokemon that weren't accessible on the second day. Because no, I didn't get a single Xurkitree. I tried to look at APAC, I guess I was asleep.
Xurkitree, yeah, I did raid a couple.
I couldn't find them. I just wasn't around. I was busy at the start of the day, unfortunately. So did the odd Pheromosa, kind of targeted Guzzlord in a weird way, just because I found a new affiliation with this Pokemon.
I do like Guzzlord. It's a nice Pokemon. The shiny is amazing.
Yeah,
Ginger
really
Coops, isn't it?
Yeah. It is a shiny Coops.
Actually, speaking of the National
maybe a
Trust,
vampire Coops because it's so pale. I don't know.
Did you see our picture of Timu, Coops, and Dax?
I did. Yes.
Oh yeah. Mate, it was uncanny. Like we almost thought that the
Timu Dax even had the
Dax,
little point star tash as well.
He did, and when he spoke, he almost sounded Canadian, which even made it funnier.
So you interacted with them, did you?
No, but they were when we was actually in the coffee shop at the end. They were like 2 tables away from us.
But the joke was, I had my back to them. We have to tell the story because it is actually generally a funny story. It's not a nasty. We're not being nasty, but we were there, and Ian goes, Mark, there's a guy who looks like Dax, and he points him out, and I look, oh my god, he does. And I turned back around a couple of minutes later. We've got a Chinese temple. This is when this happened. And Ian says, oh, they're back now. And I said, they're back. I go, imagine if he had like a ginger friend. And Ian goes, he has got one.
There you go.
And I went,
he has got one.
And I turned back round. There was a ginger friend of his there, and we just put the 2 and 2 together. It was a glorious moment. So to Dax and Coops, good to see you hanging out at the National Trust as well.
National Trust, then. Yeah.
They were a boot, which is nice. So, yeah.
They were a boot indeed.
So what did you get? What did you get, Milo? Then, so Ian's done some. Obviously, Ian, did you get a shiny? Did you get anything?
I got no shinies, and I got nothing particularly good. I did raid a couple of Xurkitrees. I didn't really do many Ultra Beasts, but I did a couple of Xurkitrees, mainly a lot of Mewtwo, and I did quite a lot of Solgaleo, even though there weren't actually the Go Fest raids.
It's such a shame that couldn't have just come with the background for the lols, because now it's shiny eligible.
Good. Yeah.
But it wasn't part of the 3 different biomes that were featured on the Sunday, which is kind of sad. Yeah, I was doing all kinds, like the Tapus and the Ultra Beasts. I did do a couple of Mewtwo here and there, but I probably did the fewest Mewtwo raids out of everything, I guess. And I did pull in 2 shiny backgrounds of different things that I didn't get before. A random Tapu Bulu with a background, which was awesome, shiny. And finally, I did decide I'm going to go ham. Since I couldn't get the Xurkitree, I was spamming into all of the American raids to go and get Buzzwole, and finally got the shiny with the background on that lovely giant mosquito. So it was weird to play it sort of like a slightly different way. It's like, I'm sick of Mewtwo. Like, I'm going to be honest, like, what do you guys think? Because I've probably used my Mewtwo Mega once since Global Go Fest, and that was just by accident because it wanted me to Mega Evolve for a Gengar raid.
Because you, Milo, and myself went to 2 of the 3 in-person Go Fest and partook in Global Go Fest. I was I was so over Mega Mewtwo X and Y. Even in Global, I was just done. It was too much, and there wasn't an awful lot of choice. For us, there wasn't a lot of choice, but for people that hadn't done IRLs, obviously they'd want the Mewtwo, so it's a difficult one. But I've got to say, I miss the days of Go Fest actually being about spawns and not about raids.
Yeah, same. That's been a common thought, I think, regarding certainly this year's Go Fest. It really did seem like, it was a raid game. At the time, I thought, like, when I went off chasing the last 3 hours, which had some different spawns, that was probably the most enjoyable part of the Global Go Fest weekend, was just like, in terms of gameplay, go for those. But quickly, let's get our thoughts on this, because it's been some, let's say, back and forth, maybe some, not controversy, but some kind of strong feelings, let's say, about the fact that this was a makeup event, which basically said, chuck some more money at us, please. We're going to put the raids back out there. You're perfectly welcome to go and raid them, but you will have to pay full price, sir.
What? No, because they gave 12 free passes.
True, yes. And 12 free passes is actually quite a lot.
I mean, yes, people pay for the raids, but they're not just going to give you free raiding. And all they gave us was raids. That was your choice if you wanted to partake in the raids. And we've said this before. People have a choice. You don't have to do them. If you don't want to pay the money, you do not have to do them.
I think because I was at the National Trust place on the Sunday, and I was fixated on doing the National Trust and doing the raids and starting the research line. And the day kind of unfolded how it did. We were always going to have like 3 or 4 hours there, so it was quite full on with what we were looking at. And I didn't even really realise quite what was going on that day around it, if I'm being brutally honest. And like when we did the Mewtwo raid, I was done with Mewtwo, and I'd only done Global, and I was kind of, I'm done with Mewtwo, which is a shame, but I am. And the other ones didn't really excite me because, like I said, like I probably play the game very differently. I don't really worry about maxing things out. If I've got a shiny, I probably stop raiding that, in all honesty, because like I don't need. I've got my circuitry. I got it as a shundo now.
Your bottle cap, jobby, yeah.
I'm not really that excited about powering it up to max, because what am I going to really use it for? I might best buddy it, but I don't know. I've put like. I kind of like probably looked at it and went, I don't really care. And I don't mean that because I didn't think it was a good event. I think it was a very good event. And for people that were really impacted by it,
repetitive.
But it's repetitive. Yeah. It's repetitive. Yeah. And like, I don't know. I don't know, guys. I really don't know. I think, I agree with you 100%, by the way. I think if I'd done the in-person events this year and they were spawn-centric, I would have been gutted I didn't go to them more than I'm not quite as gutted as I am now, because I looked at them and like, I loved Paris, I loved New York, because we were chasing stuff. That was brilliant. These events just weren't about that, it felt like. So you could, I guess, but it was more about what you could get out of the raids.
It's true, because we talked about this a few weeks ago, but the Go Fests were, and Milo and I, and probably a lot of people, just deemed them Go plus Go Fest, because you put your Go plus on, let that do its thing, and just raid it.
Yeah, which I think was very much a first when it came to
certainly was for me, because I
events.
don't use the Go plus for catching, but because there were so many raids, I actually was using it at Go Fest because you kind of had to, right?
Yeah, and that's probably what, I don't know, stirred up some bits and pieces regarding this, because it literally was just a raid day makeup thing. Like, hey, you can play Day 2 of Go Fest for the second time with the raids. Now, they put this on because there were so many issues, certainly in the earlier time zones, which originally they were going to only allow like the first 50% of the early time zones up until our
UTC
time zone.
0,
Yeah, it was up to us basically to get this makeup event, and everyone rightly said, guys, it was a global event with lots of remote raids. Like, American people were raiding in APAC, so they extended it to everybody, which was the right thing to do. Now, I don't know, in the past, when we've had these kind of issues, do you remember the GoFest 24 thing where they said, there was an issue with backgrounds and all of the Ultra Beasts, and now we're going to give you a timed research that allows and rewards you the certain number of encounters you should have had with backgrounds. I remember us talking about it at the time, going, Are you sure? Like, I don't know. I wouldn't, back in the day, maybe wouldn't trust Niantic to run a bath for me. So how on earth are they going to determine how many background Ultra Beasts I should have got?
Should have got, yeah.
And they had it with the Origin Raid Day last year with Origin, Dialga, and Palkia. You should have had this many shinies when the rates were broken. And some people came back and had like one of each. And like, I did like 50 raids a piece. What are you talking about? So here and there, but
50,
some people...
50, isn't it, Ian? It's a
50% chance of getting a shiny or not, yeah.
It's really not.
Some people are thinking, why do they not do that for the errors? And I think just because of the fact there was so much happening over that global Go Fest, like there was Mewtwo X, Y happening at the same time, there was different raids all over the place, it would have just been too complicated to try and piece together which raids you glitched out of as an individual player and which ones you should have your compensation for.
There's no way that's being calculated.
So I think giving the 12 free passes for most people is ample compensation. I know there'll be a lot of people who would have probably done more error remotes.
Yeah, but we remote raid. That's your choice. And I remote raid. I remote raided a lot during Go Fest.
Yeah.
That is very much an individual choice.
I think it comes down to experience as well, because when I started having issues with Mewtwo Y raids remotely on that Saturday night, I think I had 3 or 4 errors, and 1 or 2 of them I was able to like leave the raid lobby and then re-jump into the next lobby because it was still on the gym. So you didn't lose out too much. But if you did lose out on a lot of them, I could see how it would be painful.
It would be frustrating, don't get me wrong, yeah.
If it keeps making the same mistake, the lesson to be learnt here is just stop. That's what I did.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I saw there were so many issues happening online. I was like, right, I'm starting to have a couple of errors. Do you know what? I'm going to put the raids down.
Yeah. That is literally the definition of insanity, doing the same thing and expecting a different result.
Yes.
So if you're glitching out of every one, and it's every one, surely at some point they're either going to fix it or are just going to give this up for a bad joke.
Yeah. Like, you can never know what's going to happen. Like, it was the same on the Origin raid day. Some people said you should have rerun it.
Sorry, I'm kind of ranting now, tangent. Especially if you're in America, because you're raiding Sunday's raids on Saturday night, but you're going to get your Go Fest day in a few hours anyway, so just chill for a couple of hours.
I think the lesson to be learned here is, like, if it's a repeated error and you can see it's happening not just consistently to you, but also to people online and maybe your other local community friends, the best thing to do is just kind of stop and wait for the error to be fixed and compensated, because you may or may not be happy with what happened on the makeup event. I personally had a very enjoyable day. It was quite chilled. I didn't stay out for the whole time, but I just chased things that weren't Mewtwo, and it was quite nice to have another shot at raiding some other things. But obviously not everybody is content with the content, but that's what they put
this
forward.
Is the thing, you're never going to please everybody.
No,
and that's been the story of the last 10 years in this game. You're never going to please everybody.
You should have that on the title screen.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, would people have been happy if they'd just been given a special research with 10 encounters? There'd probably still be people complaining.
Yeah, of course. There'd be some people going, I should have had 50 Mewtwo Y, this sort of thing. Like, unfortunately, you're dealing with RNG. You know, that's what it is. You can raid X, Y, Z Mewtwo and not get anything. But if we quickly steer it over to Professor Ian for what was actually spawning on that day.
Yeah, so that day we were coming to the tail end of the, what was it, the starter event, which was the
I don't even know what the title of it was.
First partner event, it was called. The first partner event, which was tied in with the Willow's birthday event as well. So we'd got the starters in the wild. So you'd got Bulbasaur, Charmander, Squirtle, Chikorita, Cyndaquil, Totodile, Chirico, Torchic, Mudkip. They were all in the wild. And there was escalating XP bonuses, which at the end of the event was insane. You were getting 11,000 XP for an excellent throw catch, which was incredible.
Mad.
It was absolutely insane. So we'll have just a couple of minutes talking about it, because I thought the event was fine. It was really good to see the start in the wild. They weren't particularly difficult to catch, and they obviously had a chance of having the backgrounds with them.
Yeah.
But I think the main chase that everybody was going for was actually in the raid, and that was the Willow Chew, as we call it.
It is Willow Chew.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's a very long-winded title of, it's Professor Willow's assistant costume Pikachu.
Yeah, Willow Chew.
Yeah.
So the chases for this last week essentially were pretty much for most people. The Willow Chew, which could be shiny, and the Solgaleo, which again could be shiny. And both of those raid chasers specifically, I know a lot of people that struggled to get either or both of the shinies.
So,
yes,
Ian, how have you done now? Have you got them?
I raided an awful lot throughout this week, an awful lot, and I did my snapshots every day. And I haven't counted up exactly, but I know I got my shiny Solgaleo on encounter 36.
It's a little bit over odds, but not the odds. Worst.
And the Willow Chew, I did get the shiny, which was
Jolly
from
good.
field research, and I've lost count of how many tasks and raids, because I did a lot of raids for it as well, but I did get one of each. Just one of each in the whole week.
Yeah. Man. Did you manage to bag one, Marky?
So, Ian's comment about there were some people that struggled with this, I think very much apply to myself. So listen, I grinded as hard as I've ever grinded on an event in probably a couple of years outside of in-person events. So this was very rare for me, new territory. I'd almost call
This was
it.
you
So,
tackling it every day, I saw, actually.
yeah, basically, yeah. So I've totaled it all up, and with research checks, with photo bombs, with a bit of raiding on Willow Chew, I was focusing more on the research tasks and the snapshots. I did 248 checks for Pikachu throughout the whole event, or Willow Chew, I should say, and didn't get the shiny off 248 checks, which I don't know if it was a 1 in 64. Was it a 1
People
in...
think it was a 1 in 128.
Okay, so I can kind of live with that, even though it's outside.
But that's not official. That's kind of a lot of people going along the same line as you. There are people who've done north of 300 checks and not got one. You're like, it can't be a 1 in 64 in that case. So yeah.
So that was that one. And fair play to Ash, he's got one for me. So
excellent.
I did want to get my own one, but I didn't. And I'm still raiding Solgaleo at the moment, and I've done 46 and not had the shiny yet of the Red Lion. So
jeez.
So yeah, 46 done, no shiny yet.
No shiny Red Lion.
And I have got one lined up for my mate.
In worst case, because today, I think, is as we record it, is the final day of it. Then it goes back to the Icy Dragon for the rest of this week. But they know that's how they get you. It's the first new shiny legendary we've had in what feels like forever, to be honest, actually, Solgaleo. It's been holding on in the back catalogue of now Scopely Explores kind of archives.
Yeah.
And they've been waiting and I don't even know what the last shiny raid boss that was a legendary that's new was, because it's been so long.
It's
been
a really long time.
Yeah.
I mean, the thing I like about it is people are still raiding it. So they've still been raiding it till now. So that's either they still haven't got it or people like it.
People do like it. It's a really good shiny. And that's why it's cool that Lunala's coming in August, because that's also... it's not quite as vibrant red, but it's still a really, really good shiny. Now...
You like the Red Line, don't you, Milo?
I like the Red Line. It's a good pub. Yes, it's a good pub. Actually, I got my first shiny at that said pub on its gym across raid hour, so that was jolly good. I managed to pull in 3, and I've not done a huge number of raids for it, so I do consider myself quite lucky on that front. But with the Willow Chew, obviously the first day of the event, the 21st, Professor Willow's birthday. Now, I don't know if anybody out there has some lore and bits and pieces regarding why it's the 21st, but they put it on a random Tuesday, which immediately locks out probably 80% of the people playing the game because they can't go out and play the event for the day. It feels like that would have been the perfect event to put on the Saturday for that weekend, just because there wasn't really an event happening this weekend. As it then turned out, they put the makeup event on for the Global Go Fest, but that was on the Sunday. Yeah. If they hadn't put that on, it would have been 4 quests to get some Mega Energy and a Rayquaza encounter, which you could do inside of 10 minutes if you really wanted to, which is not really an event. So I don't know why Willow decided to have his birthday on the 21st. It should have been on the 25th, but it was what it was. It was the one day that Willow Chew was actually featured in a Catch 10 task, not just win a raid. And I did go around pretty ham on that Tuesday, which was actually before we recorded last week's show, and pulled in 4 of the shinies.
Wow.
Which was insane. And one of them came from the free time research. One of them had a background. And after that, I think I probably got through maybe 300 checks or something. I did do a lot of raids. My remotes mostly went on to Willow Chew because I'm like, Solgaleo will be back. We know how the game works. Solgaleo will come back. Will they do a Professor Willow Pikachu assistant event, birthday event on the 21st in 2027? Maybe not. So let's go for that one instead. And I think it was like another 250, 300 checks later that I got a 5th shiny from field research. So raids absolutely zilch, but the quests were good. It's a great costume. I do think it was a bit daft to put it only boosted on the Tuesday when people can't play, but it was available in Winter Raid. But it was a raid-focused Pokemon. Like, come on.
I mean, again, listen, we don't want to talk. We want to have a quick chat about it. My part shot on it is, why just not leave the research task the same all week? Catch 10 and that done. Leave it for the week. Doesn't make any odds. Doesn't change anything.
Yeah, I got to agree.
There we go.
What was weird, actually, final parting thing, was how the starter Pokemon, yes, there were rolling rotations with the different gens each time, but they were supposed to be in field research, and it was so difficult to find a Catch 10 quest during the course of the week that wasn't obviously on the Tuesday. They gave you a starter Pokemon. Like, it was an immensely rare field research task. Like, this is kind of the main feature, isn't it? The starter Pokemon dotted around. So,
yeah.
I don't know, it's just a weird one, But that's enough of us nattering on. Shall we have a listen to our favourite telephone number and what has been sent to it?
So we've had a couple of WhatsApp messages through this week. Only a couple this week, but I'm not complaining because first up, we've had a message from, you guys knew this was coming, 52047, our gold member.
Hey guys, 52047 here. I wasn't really going to send a message this week. I didn't really feel like I had anything major to talk about.
That's
I didn't really
a lie.
have time
Of
to put
course you
anything
were.
together. But of course, Pokemon Go has to go and surprise us all, or not sort of surprise us, but with this whole mega finale announcement, this one out this morning. I mean, I know there's been a lot of rumors about some sort of finale, but then this is very interesting. So, you just want to talk about kind of some brief thoughts and some potential ideas here. The logo, I mean, you can very see from the logo, you got some different colors in it, red, blue, green, and of course, there's been a lot of
Red,
data
blue,
mining
and
stuff
green.
recently. So I think very clearly, at the very least, since the mega finale, we're probably gonna at least get the Generation 6 new megas from ZA, Greninja, Delphox, and Chestnut, at least, which especially after just having this starter event will be a good thing to have those come out. So that'll be nice. I'm looking forward to that. Beyond that, looking at the logo, it looks like you look very closely in the center. You can see like a max particle, but I don't think we're gonna have max battles as part of this either because we have the same kind of look to the logo
it's
for
mega.
the regular
Mega,
Go
not max
Fest. So I
finale.
don't think that's probably gonna end up being the case. But yeah, probably the mega starters, and since it's actually it's another 2-day finale, which is interesting because the Eternatus finale last year was just a 1-day. So maybe this finale would be a lot different from that. Actually, have proper spawns again. Maybe a new shiny or two. Maybe they were saving Dreepy for this. I know people were mad about that. I don't really care either way if they do Dreepy, but it's
Good
just a
point.
possibility.
Yes.
And then one other thing too that I think is interesting, because this is the weekend of September 5th and 6th, someone pointed out to me that because for August we have the Pokemon Worlds and XP event, and that goes all the way until August 30th, which is a Sunday. Which means, because whatever big event's going on ends on a Sunday, that means we have the entire week before for another, like, every single raid day type event, really up event where you have like a raid hour every single day. So
Yeah, we won't
another
know about that
week-long
probably
of Go
until
Fest
for next
stuff.
season.
That's going to be
It's a new
great.
season.
It's just very interesting to have this all come out now, and especially after this, we had our Mewtwo weekend. I did not have another great luck weekend, of course, but didn't have a whole lot of time to play. So, but things go on, and we're almost done with July and going into August, and now we got this craziness. I don't know, a lot going on. Just thought it was very interesting. I kind of wanted to talk about my brief thoughts about it, and hopefully next week I'll be in a better mood, be able to submit some more proper thoughts and talk about some other stuff. But yeah, I just wanted to kind of share a couple things about GoFest, and hope you all had a good weekend. Hope everything's going all right with you guys. I know, Milo, you said it's maybe one of your last weeks in the UK, so I hope you enjoy it. And yeah, take care, guys. See you soon.
Thanks very much for sending that in.
Yes, thank you.
Oh, yes. And if they do the Gen 6 megas, yes, the mega starters for Gen 6, that'd be awesome. I'm waiting. My Shundo Delphox is waiting.
Mm-hmm. Anyway,
to
you know
ride
what
a
else is
broom.
waiting?
The next message.
Yes. And this one's from PayPal Simone.
Yes.
Another
It's your number
regular.
one fan, guys.
Duck
PayPal
Pond.
Simon, aka PayPal Simone.
Numero uno.
Just checking in
PayPal
Monday
Simone.
morning after the Mewtwo raid day, and obviously, given my previous message,
Mewtwo
and
makeup
the
day.
fact that I couldn't really do much go festing, particularly on the Sunday, it was
a
awesome
Mewtwo
to get
day,
out and
let's be
about
honest.
and do some hardcore raiding of Mega Mewtwo. Why?
Why?
Yeah, I got 3 shinies. Smashed out some raids. Don't know how many I did. Not
Nice.
that many. Maybe like 20 or something like that. Got enough mega energy for Y to get my soon-to-be Shundo with Denmark background, which I traded with the big homie, up to level whatever it was. Well, yeah, I've level 50'd it. I just need to wait for silver bottle cap. It's a 15 or something. So it will be a Shundo
nice.
someday.
It's in the waiting.
Lundo, in fact, with background. So yeah, that was really cool. I like that. It was good. I'm off to Portugal next week for another holiday. We liked Greece so
Very
much. we
nice.
decided
Enjoy.
we needed another
Nice.
holiday. So off to Portugal
Going a little
again
bit
to
early for the city
Carverio,
safari.
where there are tons of gyms and stops, but barely any spawns. But given I've just listened to your podcast and the news about the event next week, which sounds not really that exciting, so never mind. Might not play Pokemon Go as much. The other thing I wanted to just let your listeners know is that the Pen Pal Simon songs are now all available to listen to on YouTube. If you search Pen Pal space Simon, you should find the channel. And you've currently got the classic first song, I Love the Incense Podcast. The second song that aired on the show, which is the Notable Trainers Garage MC lyrics. And there's also a third song in there as well, which is a nice little surprise for your listeners. Please do have a little listen, guys. Leave me a little comment. Just tell me how wonderful I am. Thanks.
As a preference. Jolly good. Thanks for sending that in. And hell yes, putting the songs on the internets. Fantastic.
Yes, you might get copyright struck, but we certainly did with the I Love the Incense podcast when we
in his
published
copyright tab, it's copyright claimed by the Incense Podcast.
Yeah. Depends how popular it gets. We might have to do that. So
yeah.
I'll tell you what's not copyrighted from another song.
What?
Arnie's favourite section.
Now it's time for my favorite section. It's time for Shines of the Week.
Shines of the week.
Right. I'm going to jump straight in. On X, we've got one here from it's_Toms_SS. That's Master Laxus. Really nice lad. Met in Manchester last year. Top boy. And he's put at Incense Podcasts, at Pogo Milo Uck, at Masterful 27, and at Ian Waterfall. Got this little beauty at the end of a July Go Pass. Hashtag Shinies of the Week. It's a little shiny coined gimme girl.
Oh,
Numero
nice.
10 on it. That's a little beauty. That's a little beauty.
10 US cents coin.
10 US cents coin.
Put it towards
looks
your next
cute.
Go Pass.
Absolutely. Love it. Well done, mate. Good to see someone win on that.
That is a jolly good pull, actually, from the Go Pass. Fantastic. Yeah. I'm going to jump in with one from an Instagram DM that we've had from Aaron Curl91. Thank you very much for sending this in. Hi guys, I'd like to show my hashtag Shinies of the Week nomination caught on Monday, the 27th, off a snapshot encounter, just for Masterful 27, a shiny background Professor Willow, Assistant Pikachu.
Oh.
Very, very nice capture indeed. It has got a little message of something else. Should we read this out?
Yeah, let's do it.
Go on then. Also, question for you, if I may. If you were tasked to create a new event, what would it be? Name, any featured mons, any special bonuses, and length of the event. I think an event focusing on regional exclusives would be really good, called On Stranger Tides. I think that title's been taken by something.
Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yes. All regionals appear anywhere globally, either in the wild or in raids or in eggs. The event could run for 2 days, Saturday, Sunday. The Pokemon can have a chance for a special background. Of course, why not? And if you're lucky, you might encounter a shiny one. I know regional Pokemon do sometimes appear globally in certain events, but I don't think we've had an event focusing entirely on every regional exclusive in one go, unless I've missed it. You haven't missed it, but they're usually linked to special either global or IRL events, aren't they? City Safaris, Go Fest, that sort of thing. I like the concept. I think it'd be cool.
I like the
Yeah,
concept.
it's a nice concept, absolutely.
Yeah. We don't have time, unfortunately, to go through our own event ideas.
No, otherwise this show's going to be 2 hours
We
long.
tried doing that 3-4 years ago, and it was a terrible game.
Oh, yeah, it was a game, wasn't it? Yeah, I'm glad we blocked that one out of our consciousness. I'm going to jump in with one from the Incensed Campfire. And actually, there's two here, both warrant a shout-out. I'll probably do the other one next week. But Cobb Coan Nam put in the Campfire. Been hunting this since the first time it was available. Finally got my first shiny party hat Gengar. And it even has the background. And it's the Mystic background. Shiny party hat.
Ooh.
Oh, well
Gengar.
done. Wrong team, but yes. No.
Yeah. Speaking of the wrong team, Milo, Mark still has to change to red. He did promise us that the other week.
Are we demanding that of him now? Goodness me.
I think we should.
Yes, we should. I've got to say, that's a jolly good catch, considering it's the first time. Well,
such a good
Gengar was only raids.
Yeah, it was.
That was it. Raid lock, first time with a background. Very nice catch.
GG.
Nice. It's nice.
G to the G's. And upon hearing of your awesome catches in this game that we all love and play and talk endlessly about on this podcast, it's time to wrap up episode 286. So we do hope you've enjoyed this week's show. And if you have, leave us a 5-star review or a written review. I think on Apple Podcasts, you can still do those.
Nice.
If you did enjoy, as we say, make sure you follow the podcast so we're instantly downloaded on whatever platform you are listening to us on, because we never miss a week.
We do not. Yeah, we never.
Every Sunday, there is something for you to listen to. Come hell or high water, we will be in your ear holes. Should get that put on a t-shirt somewhere. As we said at the top of the show, get in contact with us across all different bits and pieces. We heard some awesome catches from you guys over some quite interesting platforms, actually. But of course, we've got the X, Instagram, Threads, Blue Sky, email, WhatsApp number, etc. It'd be lovely to hear from you. And you heard the WhatsApp messages as well. You can send us a WhatsApp directly and get featured vocally on this podcast, so long as it's family friendly. Top notch. And of course, we'd like to thank at the tail end of the show the wonderful people who are part of the Patreon crew who help support this podcast through that financial platform. It makes a world of difference, enabling us to produce this high quality content. We try and be high quality, no matter what stupid stuff we natter about. We do our best here. And thank you very much to each and every one of you who are on the bronze tier, the roots of the Patreon tree that we like to have as an analogy. You guys who are the trunk, the big sturdy trunk, you get to be witnessing to some extra bits of content on that platform. Let's read you guys out, shall we? We have KLXVI, Del Hazard, Spindiana, Laurie Beck, Steve in Norway, CC is Mad, Saul Haberfield, Lizzie George, Xander Van Driese, and our favourite pink Keanu Reeves.
Neon, not Neo.
Kate. Ellen Rushton, James Alexander, Northern Soph, Tom Cattle, Charlie Todd, Robert Wilson, Malcolm Grinter, Geordie Castell, The Hot Weasel, Shiny IKEA Mum, Tony of Pride, Junho, Malcolm Burgess, Mr. Jackal, Littlest Sparkle, Matt Bonnet, Zong Tok, DJ Meady Mead, HRH Cayley, Mr. Mossam, and finally, David of the Silver-Tiered Man. Jolly good, and we're very appreciative of all of your guys' support. It does make a massive impact. But a special shout out to our lovely
Gold member,
the goldest of members, who get to witness the live studio chaos that we produce every single week and somehow mold and manipulate into something that's audible and cohesive. You fantastic people are JB, Kerry and Zachary, Barside 2, Mandy Croft, Dean DHL, Damon Mac 08, Miss Summer 69, and Big Boy Baz, aka
the Bovrils.
And not coming as a pair is P. Nickerson 13 and 52047.
Well, they
Thank
might. We
you.
don't know.
Well, they're both from America, but America's a big place.
Yeah.
Thank you very much to all of you guys. The gold people being the treetop canopy.
Gold
Captures that sunlight because it's so golden. Appreciate all of you guys. And of course, we have to say thank you to our wonderful team, the duo, the admin crew of Sue and Francesca. The ninja and the Italian are a mighty combination, and they help very, very significantly with this show. Behind the scenes, but you see them more prominently. We had Sue on literally, 2 weeks ago on the podcast when I wasn't present. So there you go. Thank you for all that you guys do for assisting in this show. But it's onwards and upwards to ticking off another week, because we're very conscious that we're coming towards the end of the year.
Steady on there, Milo. I've got some good news.
What?
Well, it's not really good news. It's Max Monday for Dmagmar. Tomorrow, in fact.
Don't you worry, I can follow in unspectacular fashion. Boys, I have some mediocre news.
What?
As we mentioned earlier, August the 5th will be the Raid Hour, 6 to 7 p.m. your local time, featuring whatever Lake Trio Guardian is in your region, but you can remote to the other ones. Good luck.
Well, hold your horses, boys. I've got some news that I've already mentioned in the show already tonight, but are you ready?
What? Yes.
Spotlight Hour on
Maybe.
Thursday, August the 6th, is our friend Delibird. 2 times catch dust.
Ooh, the gift bird
There you go.
that keeps on giving. And on that it's not festive time, but it's a
It kind of
festive
is
bird,
festive,
the
isn't it?
festive bombshell that's arrived prematurely. We will catch you all, hopefully, for 287
Hey,
next
it's me,
week.
Pikachu.
Do we have a Pikachu event?
Oh.
No. Bye, Adam.
Nice.
Congratulations, Pikachu's